Good morning, students. In the previous class, we discussed about induced current and electromagnetic induction with the help of different activities. Now, we will discuss how can you find out the direction of induced current by using Fleming's right hand. This is your Fleming's right hand. Before that, we discussed about Fleming's left hand rule. Fleming's left hand rule is used to find the direction of force. And remember, Fleming's right hand rule is used to find the direction of induced current. Only you can find out the direction of induced current. Right hand rule. That means according to this rule, this is my right hand. Stretch these three fingers. This is thumb, first finger or forefinger, and this is the central finger. Stretch. So first point, stretch these three fingers so that they are mutually perpendicular to each other. That means the angle between this and this is 90 degree. The angle between these two fingers will also 90 degree, and the angle between these two fingers is also 90 degree. So first point is stretch these three fingers so that they are mutually perpendicular to each other. Second point, if this finger, if the first finger or the forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field means which is denoted by a B. Suppose this indicates the direction of B means magnetic field, and thumb points the direction of force or the direction of the motion of the conductor, then the central finger will indicate the direction of induced current. Clear? Again I am saying, stretch these three fingers of your right hand so that these three fingers are mutually perpendicular to each other. Second point, if the first finger points the direction of magnetic field means B, and thumb points the direction of force or the direction of motion of the conductor, then the central finger will indicate the direction of induced current. That means according to Fleming's right hand rule, if these two are given, then you can find out the direction of induced current